Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all in between. Jason, my brother, how are you?
I'm good, man. How's it going?
Good, good. We've lost a legend,
Mr. Crosby.
Mr. David Crosby. What a unique position that guy was in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been several things over the years. Folk singer, one of the bands who made blended vocals amazing.
Yeah.
No one can do vocals like those guys.
No.
Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. And then he was a producer, and he could have been. I think if it wasn't for drugs, he could have been like a Jay-Z of the day. Like he was already like people were lining up to work with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
And unfortunately, the drugs were too much fun, and kind of overtook what he was doing. Then he became an outspoken person, or he remained an outspoken person, and then there was the whole thing with his liver, and then he was a dick for a few years, and then he calmed down, and then he was, he was a bunch of things to a bunch of people, but yeah, I mean, what an amazing, it really is an end of an era that he passes on.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and then like I said, right on the heels of Jeff Beck. I mean, a lot of those guys from the '60s.
They're going to be dropping like flies. All our legends are falling, man.
Yep.
And that's just the way it's going to be for
a while.
Yeah, because all those greats are, even our fucking guys. I'm 53.
Yeah,
and single. So I'm 53, and all our guys are in their 70s.
Yeah.
So that's kind of scary. Halford 74, Sammy Hagar 74.
Mm-hmm.
All these dudes.
Yep.
And 81 years old, he survived.
Yeah.
To be 81. So what I did is I asked people, who were fans or whatever, if they wanted to say something, comment. So we're going to start off with Mr. Spack, our memist. He said, saw him open for the Grateful Dead, New York City, or New Year's Eve, 1986. I was baked, as everyone was by the time the show started, and my knee went out bad, so I missed the Dead playing. You didn't miss anything. I cannot stand the Grateful Dead.
Oh, you're not a fan?
I cannot stand the Grateful Dead. I respect them. I cannot stand the Grateful Dead. Take a fucking shower, you pig. Some random deadhead helped me back to the hotel, sacrificing their New Year's Eve ticket. We got extra baked and listened to bootlegs till early morning, but I remember nothing about the performance itself, even though I had managed to work my way to within 20 feet from stage. Now, that's a rock and roll story.
Oh,
sorry if I offended you if you're a deadhead. There was a certain bunch of people that were deadheads around me, and they all stank. They needed a shower. And, whatever. I mean, hey, like your music, that's cool. But dedicated fan base, I can't take that away.
Yeah.
They can tell
the
you
most
that's the kind of fans you want.
Yeah.
I just wasn't into the whole Grateful Dead thing.
Yeah,
I could have gone to the Dead I don't know how many times, and I'm like, no. No, I don't think so. But yeah. So David Crosby was a founding member of the Byrds.
Yeah, I just recently, I didn't realize that,
Oh, really? Well, yeah, because he was thin then, and then he wore a different hat,
Right.
But this is before our time, Sean.
Oh, yeah.
By about 10 years maybe. But yeah, so then Stills and Young came from Buffalo Springfield.
Yeah, that's right.
But originally, so there was a weird thing. It was either Crosby and Stills sometimes, then it was Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and then it was Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young.
Mm-hmm.
But the blending of their voices, like Neil Young can't sing to save his life.
Yeah,
I mean, not as a proper vocalist, but he sings like Bob Dylan.
Right.
I don't get Dylan. I get Neil Young.
Yeah.
and I get Tom Petty.
I mean, they're them, whether it's
Yeah,
like A Perfect
Ace
Voice,
Frehley, same boat,
yeah.
like that's what they do, and to people who like them, they fucking love it.
Although I'm gonna tell you, I think Ace is singing better than he has in years here lately. Like last record,
I agree with you for sure.
yeah.
But who doesn't like a good Ace Frehley story? But yeah, so have you ever had any run-ins with Mr. David Crosby?
I have not. I want to say they played at a hurricane relief show I did at Joe Robbie Stadium back in the day after Hurricane Andrew.
That sounds like something they'd do.
Yeah, but nothing personally. You know what I mean? They were just, I was working, they were doing their thing or whatever. So
okay, so this was after Northridge earthquake, so I was living back in Hollywood. Okay, and friends in the building were waiting on a liver, and I knew her daughter
waiting on a liver.
Yeah, needed a liver transplant.
Okay, all right. That's what I thought you meant, but I would just want to clarify.
Yeah, liver and onions. They didn't. DoorDash was quite slow back then. But Jason's like, chicken livers? How are you chicken livers? Chicken hearts, chicken livers.
Cow hearts, cow livers.
For Cato, by the way.
Oh yeah.
But
and it's delicious too. Very nutritious.
Chicken heart. For those.
Oh yeah. Like you can still see the ventricles and stuff in the bottom of them when you pop them in your mouth, man.
Well, it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just
have a heart, would you?
Yeah.
So, okay, so she goes in and she gets her, and she was related to my buddy who lived in the building, and he had a fucking 48 track fucking dude. This thing was huge soundboard. He was a guy from back in the day, had some problems with drugs and drinking. So someone invested in him, and he had like $500,000 worth of equipment in his apartment in the living room. Yeah. So he'd have all these artists come by and you record them and stuff. So anyway, his cousin's getting the liver, and none of them could drive because of DUIs and shit. So know any of those people? So the daughter, and she had just came in from Texas or whatever, so she didn't have a vehicle, just in town, wants to take care of her mom. So I would say, well, if I'm not working, I'll take you to go see your mother.
Yeah.
And with studio stuff, you never know what day you're working sometimes. Yeah. Right. So she happened to be in the room next door to David Crosby because they both got their livers at the same time, within like a day or two of each other. And it was quite they were there for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And so it turned into this thing. I'm out in the hallway because I really, I'm just, I don't want to take up too much of her mom's time. She was a buddy of mine.
Right.
And, I'd walk out in the hall to kind of like wait so they could talk or whatever. There's fucking Graham Nash, like, hey man, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on? So for the next 4 fucking weeks, everywhere I went, Graham Nash was there everywhere, but I'd be there first.
Yeah.
So he couldn't accuse me of stalking him.
Yeah, you should have asked him if he was stalking you.
Oh, dude, I was. I'm like, dude, quit stalking me, man. It's kind of weird when a famous guy is following a fan, I'm like, shit, I talked to you once at the photography store for 40 minutes. Now you just can't leave me alone. Yeah, I'll just fuck with them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was dude, a total gentleman. He totally got the humor. He was like, and like one time he walks in, he looks at me, and
he's like, oh shit.
Walked out. And then you see he's walking through the window, and all you could see above it was so I'm like, that dude's cool. So yeah, Graham Nash is and that arrived another time when I lived in Hollywood. Every morning I'd go to get cigarettes. And at the same place, so we'd get cigarettes. Rob Lowe's brother would fill up every other day because he had to drive away to buttfuck Egypt. But always in front of me in line was Lily Tomlin to get her cigarettes.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Every day. So it became a thing.
Yeah. Cigarette club.
Yeah. So this is what it became. Lily, Vince, and that's it. We just fucking stare at each other and give, But it was funny to us because I never went beyond to ask, hey, what's
Yeah.
going on? I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
But to because she was one of my comedy icon legends, whatever. One of the people I looked up to as a kid. So to be able to fuck with her every day
Oh yeah.
was kind of cool,
Yeah, absolutely.
She's amazing. She was always amazing, and she never caused any problems, and was never in the news doing bullshit,
Yeah.
But so the first hit that they had was a cover of Bob Dylan's "Mr. Tambourine Man."
Hey, yeah.
Mhm.
I'll spare everybody the horrible
Right.
vocals, but
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man. So yeah, we're gonna dedicate this episode to Uber fan Amy and someone we went to school with, and she's a good friend of the show and super fan. So she's been having quite the time, as it was one of her favorites. Okay, so she's working right now, but I asked her if she'd send some words or video, so she sent some words. Here's what Amy says about Mr. Crosby. I really can't even define what it is, but for some reason, this loss is really soul crushing for me. It isn't even just Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young are part of the soundtrack of my life. There's just something about Crosby's individuality. I think part of it was that he wanted so much to reconcile with his bandmates. In the movie Laurel Canyon, Jacob Dylan asked him some questions about his estrangement from Stills, Nash, and Young. He admits that he was a dick, but really wanted to get it right so they could play together again because he knew his time on this rock was limited, and that never happened. In the end, it was a story of redemption and plea for forgiveness, which he never received. He knew he was a dying man, has known that for quite a few years now, and it just breaks my heart that the other guys could not find their way to forgive him, even though they knew he would be leaving soon. I'm sure they had their reasons.
yeah.
I love the line in I Almost Cut My Hair. I felt I owed it to someone. Someone or many someones looked up to him, admired his spirit, his rebellion, and if he had cut his hair, he was conforming and would disappoint. So he felt he needed to remain true to himself and not let them down. And anybody who could write Guinevere and The Last Whale is an angel on earth. So there you go. That actually made me cry when I read it earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's unfortunate. You could see Neil Young walking around it in the statement that he released today.
Oh,
Or the other day, he was totally walking around like acknowledging that they weren't speaking, but the times that they had that were good, and
yeah.
also it's just a band.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, to them it's just a band. Yeah, they know what they did. But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You're stubborn, and when if you know someone for fucking 60 years and they piss you off that much, there's probably a reason. You know what I mean? And the reason was that, he told Neil Young off because of Daryl Hannah, because he bailed on his wife and then wound up going out with Daryl Hannah or something. Oh, what do you got? A waitress, a bartendress?
Yeah.
Is that Yvonne bringing in the beers?
Nah, it's my daughter.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Lizzie?
You're welcome.
Here, come here real quick.
Go play that bass and show up your dad.
You can make a little cameo appearance on the show.
Hey, happy birthday.
Hi, thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you play the bass better than your dad in like a week. Just go, hey, Dad, look. That's awesome. That's very awesome.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Take care. Oh, and you're a really good artist, by the way. I saw your art. You rock.
Thank you.
Keep it up. You're welcome. Yeah, you got a creative, got a mobile there in the house, dude.
Yeah, she's doing good. Jack's doing good on. I gave him a little Les Paul, a little Epiphone, and showed him how to do a setup tonight. He's did his own setup, and
see, that's cool. And now both of them. So, like, if one isn't
Mhm.
They both sit down and like, hey,
And he's playing trumpet too, and, I just went the other night, Thursday night, he's in the, youth orchestra here. They did a concert,
yeah, that's it.
so that was cool. It was good, man, you know?
So he's learning how to read music,
Mhm.
doing the
Yep.
whole the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
I
like
wish I would
not
have
like
learned
me.
how to read music, man. That was a mistake.
Yeah, me too, and I've tried. Well, I say I've tried, not probably as hard as
Yeah.
I could, but it just I'm old, and it seems like, it's harder to learn when you get to
I'm
a
like, hey, you got anything for stupid people? Well, there's tablature.
right. That's
Oh,
what I do, yeah.
oh, you mean the guy who couldn't figure out Eddie Van Halen? He invented a whole fucking thing. Okay, yeah, that guy.
Right.
That's funny that's why it's here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they couldn't figure out how to fucking chart Eddie's fucking playing, so they had to come up with tab.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But yeah, so his liver transplant. A lot of people. Okay, so this kind of hits close to me. Sorry, my keyboard. I got ash on it.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes you got to blow that ash.
Oh, yeah.
But so I work with people doing transplants, mostly kidney, some liver, and you know, there's a list. You know, and you hear
Mhm.
these stories. You know, it's always weird when someone goes, "Hey V, what's going on, brother? What's you know?" So I've had them 4 or 5 different times. They go in for a minor procedure, not minor to normal people, but for them it's kind of minor
Yeah.
because they're doing this all the time. Every 3 months they have the surgical procedure done. And,
Mhm.
so now I've seen them enough times, so they give me shit or I give them shit, and you know, and someone's like, "Yeah, man, I'm on the list. I'm gonna be getting a new kidney or new, you know, whatever, new kidney in within 2 months." I'm like, how in the fuck do they know that?
Right.
I mean, are they giving people false hope?
I don't know, because I thought it used to be
It
like
has to be a match.
yeah.
I'm not a doctor. I am licensed medically in the state of Illinois, but I am not a doctor. Um, so that was just like a weird
Yeah.
way that, you know, I don't know if they communicate
Right.
to him that way, but you know, like there was another guy who was in my car and he's talking, and he's like, "Yeah, I go to dialysis with this one lady. She never really says much, and but I've made her laugh almost every time she's there, but she doesn't talk really."
Hmm.
So he had a problem with some of his stuff and uh whatever. So he had an issue. He was in the hospital for a month and da 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 da. And so next time he sees her, she's like, "Hey, I'm so and so from the so and so blah 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 exchange. I think you're a nice guy, and I know your insurance isn't the type da 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 da, but I'm going to get you pushed up to the top of the list."
Oh, wow.
You know, so there's all that type of shit happening too, and
Yeah.
people paying to get, you know, on top of
Mhm.
the list and all that. But yeah, so a lot of people were questioning that he got his liver before a bunch of other people that are waiting for him
Right.
simply because of celebrity status.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's the case or not,
Right.
but you know, when you're going to Cedar Sinai, that's the fucking hospital you want to be. That's where I had my back surgery. Cedar
Yeah.
Sinai, that's the place to be.
Mhm.
And yeah, the liver transplant was paid in full by Phil Collins of Genesis.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, there's all these weird things, you know, like Robin Williams paid all of Christopher Reeve's medical bills, 100% of them.
Wow.
They were roommates in college.
No kidding.
Yeah, so don't get in a fucking horse riding accident, Jason.
Yeah. Well, I don't see me being on horseback anytime soon, you know?
Damn you. But yeah, I jest, of course. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting, you know.
Yeah.
But some other interesting things here in the news.
Oh, and by the way, I'm drinking,
Yes, what are you drinking, sir?
citrus sparkling water, so if you see me drinking a lot, I'm not getting
Like
hammered.
as for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like some stuff I found at Aldi's.
Nice. Aldi
Uh,
best.
yeah, yuzu citrus. Not bad, man.
Nice. I'm drinking my Maker's Mark tea.
Yeah.
I have my coffee. My Gatorade's in the fridge. I actually have to go grab it. I need more ice for my drink.
My
But
drawing.
yeah, so while I go do that, we're gonna do Jason's picks early, and then um
All right, yeah. This week for the picks, I've got Robin McCauley. Album's going to be called Alive. I think it's coming out February 13th. I think. There's only 2 songs released right now, but real solid. Robin, if you remember, was in MSG with Michael Schenker years ago, but still sounds great. Still singing, belting it out like he did back in the day. So it seems like that's going to be one worth checking out.
yeah, and he was in Survivor for a while.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I
when he
didn't know.
went home and he wanted to hang out with his kids because his kids
Yeah,
were young.
yeah,
So he's like, "Oh man," he goes, "I can't do what he was doing." So he's like,
right,
"Oh." So Survivor reached out to him, like, "Hey," they did something like, I don't know, some kind of bullshit on TV. I don't know, Celebrity Dance or whatever the fuck, one of them stupid shows.
right.
And he sang a Survivor song. So Survivor called him, and he's like, "Hey, it's a weekend fly in, fly out gig,
Perfect.
3 shows a month or whatever." He's like, "Fuck yeah."
Yeah.
So he was with them for like 6 or 7 years.
No shit.
Like, why didn't they push that to get the
Right.
crowd in was beyond me.
Yeah.
But he's always had an amazing voice,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
And book wise, I did Brian Wheat, Son of a Milkman. Brian Wheat, bass player from Tesla, did his biography this week.
Nice. So now we have 2 connections to the show via Tesla, this book and Austin Moe.
Yeah.
So I hope I hope he's got a copy of his EP when he is in town next week.
Oh right. Yeah. When you see him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm gonna be bumping in a bunch of people at the Illinois Guitar Expo, which is run by the guy who does Guitar Talk. And so Jared James Nichols is gonna be there. Austin Moe, the dude from REO Speedway, a bunch of people, some of the best guitars in the world. If you're a collector, will be there. It's a very short, it's like a 3-hour show, and then they're having an all-star jam. So I'm basically going down there for the all-star jam.
Nice.
Pat Canelano from the Beard Speaks will be down there. So hopefully I'll bump into Pat.
Mm-hmm.
They get some promo pictures. I'm like, dude, we're in the same city. How do we not have promo shots? You know?
All right. Right.
So, and we're delaying Judas Priest to the first month in February. So you'll get 2. You'll get part 1 and part 2 in February of Judas Priest, album by album.
Nice.
Just had a scheduling kerfuffle, and Pat's like, "Hey man, do you mind?" That's cool, dude.
Sure.
We're not a big operation here, people. So if something's supposed to get posted and it doesn't, that's either because I forgot to set my alarm too early or forgot.
Yeah, we're still working 70, 80 hours a week too while we're trying
to... So I have 2 jobs plus I do this, and
Mm-hmm.
works a crazy schedule, and hopefully
that's why I look like a zombie all the time.
Normally he looks like a prize fighter.
Yeah.
But no, the beard's looking good, dude.
Yeah, that's a little. I slept on it.
Weird thing going on.
Yeah, that's because I was digging in the pillow. I think before
Nice.
Tried to catch a couple winks before
code. I was digging in the pillow.
Like, oh, is that what they're calling it nowadays?
Right. Right. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. We gotta let me see here. Yeah, so last week we did Thunder Mother in Tunage. We also did Anna Popovic, and we did who was the third? Oh yeah, Jeff Beck and Stevie Wonder. I don't know why the images turned out funky on 2 of those.
I saw that. They're a little fuzzy.
I have no idea. Yeah, I did them the same friggin' way.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're learning still. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Gives us something to do. Keeps us out of trouble.
Nobody's gonna die over a fuzzy image. Everyone.
I hope not, man. If you do, you're kind of fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's put a little. I've seen this in a couple of places now. So this was Jeff's Beck final words, supposedly, but not a bad quote.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so here's what's else is going on. So Joe Lynn Turner made a statement. Yeah, now that he's taken his wig off and he's like showing people that he's and he's had alopecia, like no one fucking cares.
Years, yeah.
No one fucking cares. Everyone knew it was a wig. Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Right. And
right there with you, Joe.
So now when he puts it on, it looks funny.
Yeah.
To me. Yeah.
Oh, he's still putting it on, or I thought he was.
I think here and there he does. I don't know. Or maybe it could be an older picture or whatever,
Right.
But he made a statement this week. He goes, "Yeah, the difference between conspiracy theories and the truth is about 6 months now." And he's not wrong.
No.
But a lot of you people who are yelling for people to, lose their jobs and lose their living, no health care, fuck you. You were wrong and you're being proven wrong. And there's nothing ever wrong with anyone asking a question like, hey, does that belong in my butt? When things got to that point, that's when I knew they were totally full of shit. When they were saying that, oh, the best way to test for COVID is anal. And I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, that's where everyone's going to be like, dude, go fuck yourself.
Did they really say? I never heard that one.
Dude, that was the most funniest thing. And I was even like, okay, that's it. No more. Blah, blah, blah. Take your vitamins, eat well, don't abuse your body, cut down on the sugar, no bread. You'll be fine. Go out in the sun.
That's no fun.
Vitamin D, vitamin C, magnesium, zinc. Take that. I'm no expert. And I don't claim to be one on Facebook. But man, all the people who've never passed a health class in high school, shut the fuck up. Enough of you guys, man. Holy crap. And so there seems to be the president of New Zealand resigned because she was the queen Nazi of COVIDians and the most extreme, and she's she quit, and they're thinking that Trudeau's going to be bounced.
Really?
Yeah. So I guess people aren't. The whole thing is people got way out of scope, way out of line with everything. And when you start treating people like they're non-human, and you call yourself tolerant, you're full of shit. But not us rockers. Us rockers were there doing what we do. So. Yeah. And it's kind of weird to see where our group is kind of settled in thought process of what, because we liked everybody. And we yeah, man, whatever. Yeah, come on in. Yeah,
we're still cool with everybody.
We didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And now people are like, oh, you guys are this or that. Well, no, we're not. We don't believe in any of that shit, but you keep on putting us in this box that doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's like everybody thinks you got to pick a side, some kind of side now.
Yeah, sometimes 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 things can be true at the same time.
Yeah, and I just don't like dumb shit. I mean, common sense. It's what I
was cleaning out my shed.
Yeah,
dude, I found top secret documents. I don't know how they got there. Hunter was only here once buying blow in the fucking alley. I don't know, but anyway, haha. We normally don't get political, but that's too funny not to say anything. Marty Freeman, remember Marty? Used to play with Megadeth.
Megadeth, yeah.
And now he's been living in Japan for quite a few years. He's he's one of the he's an institution over there.
Sure.
He's really put himself in a good spot. Well, he's been hinting that he's going to play with Megadeth when they come to Japan next week.
Wow.
And that could be a whole new thing for Megadeth because a lot of people loved Megadeth more than usual.
Yeah.
When Marty was in the band. And it was also
And yeah, Nick Menza playing drums. That was a great lineup, you know. Of course, Nick passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, and Dave Mustaine loves, like, he says if he could ever get Marty back in a minute, he would. You know? But
that's cool.
yeah, Charlie Benante,
Yeah.
dude, missing shows with fucking Anthrax.
Oh, he's still on tour with Pantera, I believe, right?
He's not touring with anyone right now. He had a little surgical thing done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said he's got to sit out a few shows due to surgical procedure, and will miss a few more shows. Basically, for the past few years, he's been complaining. He's been having numbness from a carpal tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
So he went and he had his carpal tunnel surgery done, and that's a sticky, because you don't want to get back too soon.
Yeah,
because I mean that it's not like us. Our hands would only be used so much, but when you're a drummer, touring, we're pigs. But yeah, I don't think Charlie's ever missed a show.
Not that I'm aware of. Yeah,
and for people, like who was it? Justin Bieber broke a nail or some shit. Didn't he break a finger and he canceled the show? Or there was some kind of weird thing where people cancel shows over weird, And I always like people like, oh man, the performer did. I'm like, dude, you call in sick because you want to have a mental health day.
Yeah,
like they can't do that. You know what I mean? Like even if they're feeling shitty, performers have to go out there, put on a smile, bang it out because you guys paid ticket prices for it. And
not to mention the promoters will sue them. I mean, they're under contract, you know.
Yeah.
So it could be like huge.
Also, that's what they chose to do as a living. So there's no, when people go, oh, the show must go on.
Who was it? Was it KK Downing back in the day that had the guitar string, like the pointy end, like go in his eyeball during the show? Was it KK? There was one of them. He got like stuck in the eye. You know how the end of your you string up there after you clip them, right in the damn eyeball, and he had to like keep playing.
Yeah, suck it up, boys.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, you got to keep going. I mean, we were behind the scenes, and how many Christmases and everything else, and Hey, man, the show
must go on.
Show must go on. Mm-hmm. People don't really understand that, a lot of times. And just take the day off.
Right. Stop by the diner on the way home and get some turkey and mashed potatoes.
Dude, yeah. So like I've been on shoots where there's only you need 3 guys to do a certain whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you can't do it with 2 because someone's going to get hurt and it won't work right, or it'll kink or bind or something. I was a special effects guy. So I'd get there. I had, one of my knees was always bad from that slam dancing accident from when I managed a punk band, and I got into big brawls, skinheads against metalheads, and anyway.
What was the name of the band
that I managed?
Yeah,
Violent Insanity.
Okay. What was that other band that had the great song with that punk band? The guy's sister was on the show with us.
Oh yeah. Insane War Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Those guys are great. Yeah.
Right.
I live in an asshole.
Like you're an asshole?
I live in an asshole. Yeah.
Right. That's it.
I live in an asshole. Mm-hmm. Those guys are great, man.
Yeah.
And I hung out with the brothers there because both of our dads are magicians and clowns.
Yeah.
So I knew these kids, I knew these dudes when they were kids, and then we were long hairs at the same time, kind of the outcasts, and so it was cool. But yeah, the one guy, I'll dig out the picture one of these days. On their tour van, they had this, I don't know what the fuck it was, but they had this weird, like, fiberglass shaped front end, and it was painted all fucked up,
Didn't you say they had this big, like on the back of the stage was like a big set of butt cheeks or something? And
yeah, but hold on, with the van, dude, they had the thing on the front of the van, where you have the Cadillac symbol or whatever on whatever. They had a tapper, and it was chilled. They had refrigeration lines, so you'd walk up to the van because you couldn't drink in the van.
Draw a beer.
Yeah, but there was a live keg that you could like.
That's
hilarious. Great, mm-hmm. Yeah, so Insane War Tomatoes, they would have, so they'd start with, I live in an asshole, and they'd have behind the drum riser big fucking ass cheeks, like a big old butt. And then they'd have like, the crack of the ass, and like it would be colored, and like they're artists, so it's not like it didn't look like a butthole.
Right.
And then the butthole would fucking open and fog would come out. So the fog machine's going. And then you hear like, you hear the songs like starting to play. And then a slide would come out, and the whole band would slide out of the butthole over the drum risers, dude. Best local band ever. Insane War Tomatoes, dude. Someone needs to make a fucking movie about those guys. Because Smashing Pumpkins stole their fucking whole thing in the early days of Smashing. Because everyone's like, dude, that's fucking Insane War Tomatoes. Oh, it's Smashing Pumpkins. Bullshit. But and Enough's Enough was known for wearing wigs. But I don't ever know how those guys, it's weird. Out of all the bands that were amazingly great, and Enough's Enough's a good band. I don't think they're a great band. They had a couple of good songs.
Yeah.
But compared to who else was out at the moment, and good for them for making it and still perform. Like, I'm not knocking them at all. But there were so many other bands that you'd think, man, how come they didn't get started? Like some of the best music I've ever heard, never saw a record label.
Yeah.
And that's just bizarre, Yep. But, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
It's how it goes, man. It's a rough business, right?
Oh, for sure. So Nugent, let's see here. So this is from Blabbermouth. Nugent made a
statement.
Yeah, made a statement
about David Crosby.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's see.
Was it nice?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
He says, we did a lot of shows early on with the Yardbirds and Jeff Beck Group and Beck, Bogart and Apiece and Carmen Apiece and Tim Bogart from Vanilla Fudge. But let's see. Oh, he's talking about Jeff.
About Jeff Beck, yeah.
Oh, I thought, hold on. Shit, sorry. That was the wrong. Anyway, I'll just read it. So yeah, for some reason I got rid of the other quote because I'm old. Okay.
I can verify that.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So anyway, so this is about Jeff Beck, and so Ted addresses Jeff passing during the latest episode of the Nightly Nuge, a news clip in which he offers his take on the news of our world every night. Speaking to his co-host Keith Mark, Ted said in part, "There is not a meaningful guitarist." Sorry. In the world, because I wanted to do Ted, but okay, I'm not gonna. In the world that didn't discover the brilliance, the lyricism, the dynamics, the vocabulary, the tonal spread, what Jeff Beck literally created. He was inspired by Chuck Berry and Bo Diddley, and certainly the Ventures and Dwayne Eddy and Lonnie Mack, and all those original electric guitar virtuosos. Remember, folks, don't buy your meat at the store. Just an adventurous, creative, wonderful guy. We did a lot of early shows. There's a lot of parallels between Jeff and me because of the way he expressed himself on the guitar. It referenced that mechanics of horsepower. It represented the spirit of the samurai, the martial arts, as it were. He was an archer. He made his longbows out of Osage orange, and he made his arrows. So there's a lot of parallels there. When you play with the dynamic lyricism that Jeff Beck had mastered and uncharted tonalities, it was really mesmerizing. And ultimately, as I say about Eddie Van Halen and all our lost souls, when Chuck Berry passed, their music will continue to enrich our lives. So nobody ever forget Jeff Beck. But anyway, that's that. Now, Jeff died of viral meningitis. So,
bacterial, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a viral and a bacterial.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, yeah, you can get it for, if someone didn't wipe their ass and they touched the counter, you touched the counter. Well, now you got it.
Mm.
That's, one of the ways to get it. But
it's amazing that we make it through this world.
Yeah.
Well as we do, right?
And also, I was watching something really interesting today on Channel 4 News YouTube channel. And it's an interview with Rick Rubin.
Mm.
And dude, that guy's something else. I don't know why. I just want to take him to like a stylist or something. Like, dude, can we just shape the beard? Do something? Can we do?
Dude, he's just doing his thing, man. He wears like sometimes I think he wears like these kimonos or something, right? He just walks around barefoot.
I worked with him and on the Johnny Cash American and and on a few other things, but nicest guy. Yeah. I mean, I never had any issues with him. He's always pleasant, always, he's not a yeller.
Yeah.
He's totally into meditation, which I dig. So he mentioned some meditation practices I never heard of, so now I got to go check them out.
There you go.
He definitely is, the master. And starting in, much like us in dorm rooms, having the meetings in dorm rooms, that was always funny. But
yeah, got to hand it to him, man. He
found a hole and plugged it.
He sure did.
And he doesn't know how to read music.
Yeah.
Nope. He's like, I don't know how I have this job, whatever this job is. He's like, I just listen to something, and then if I can feel I can make it sound better, then I want to work, So he goes, okay, so for the past 40 years, he goes, I produce 8 albums a year. 8 times 40. That's a lot of fucking bands, dude. That's a lot of albums.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, there's only a handful of people I've said no to, I just can't work with them.
Well, he pretty much chooses them now, I think. I think if Ruben calls you up and says he wants to make a record with you, you better say, yes, sir, I'll be right over.
Right, but what he was doing, like, for so long, he was doing, like, he was giving the new bands, album 1, album 2.
Yeah.
So he did that for a long time.
Get them started and then, like, turn them loose, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, you got something going on here. I like it, this, that, and the other. He goes, so he started thinking, he goes, man, if I can do this with, like, the kid groups, I want to try doing this with, grown-up bands.
Yeah.
So he's like, so I started thinking, like, who would be the, he's like, oh, Johnny Cash. He's mythical. There's the man, Johnny Cash. He goes, Man in Black is part of, like, music mythology,
Yeah.
I'm sure in, like, 15 years, they'll have, like, a horror movie called The Man in Black, and it's some, guy who looks like Johnny Cash or whatever. But so that's where I met him on American.
Yeah, American
Cash
stuff. Yeah, it was a great record.
Yeah, I'm in 4 of the videos in the American series, but totally cool guy. Yeah, Johnny Cash was totally cool.
Oh yeah,
it was cool. But so he's like, yeah, and then he was talking about how he was looking for cover songs for Johnny. Like what could really this, that, and the other. So he plays "Hurt."
Yeah, dude.
By 9 Inch Nails for Johnny Cash, and Johnny's like, "What the fuck is this?
Yeah,
this is not, like I don't get it. You're on drugs. I don't know what the,
Right.
He's like, no. Read the lyrics." And then, so Johnny still wasn't seeing it. So he said he had someone there in the studio with him who played guitar. Yeah. So he played an acoustic guitar thing, and he sang "Hurt." Kind of like the way he envisioned it.
Yeah.
On like whatever his phone or not his phone, because you couldn't do that back then, but whatever. And then he sent that to Johnny. And then Johnny's like, okay, yeah, we'll do it. But, Rick Rubin fucking, what do you got there? Oh, upside down cross. Oh, that's a regular. Okay.
Well, it's just upside down because of.
Right. Is that for Pops?
It's, my father and for my grandmother and father.
Right on.
And a couple pistols there. We got the kiddos back there somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then the old ones, the old Harley stuff and all that.
Uh-huh. Okay, now you're making me itchy. Where's my fucking back scratch?
I know, dude.
You can tell we're old. There's one time you, me, and George we had our back scratchers fucking.
Hey, dude, I love these.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Your fucking leg starts going.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, Seth probably took the goddamn thing.
Hey, But all kidding aside, I love that version of Hurt. And I mean, that's a case of where the song just like, it's almost like the song was made for Johnny. You know what I mean? He like knocked it out of the park just like that, you know.
So Trent Reznor said, dude, that's no longer my song.
Oh, no.
That's what he told
Yeah.
What's his name? Ruben.
Ruben. Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's no longer my song.
Yeah.
So much so that Ruben goes, yeah, it fucked him up so bad that when he plays that song in concert, he plays Johnny's version.
Nice.
Dude, I mean, you can't have more of a fucking testament than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now,
but hey, like, you know, hats off to Reznor. That's a great tune, man.
mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he wrote it.
Now it'd be interesting to see if, like, maybe even some of these rap guys get a hold of fucking some Crosby, Stills, and Nash fucking harmony. Like, oh,
I love,
dude, there's so much there that they can play around with. You know,
doing that, like reimagining tunes.
Yeah,
is like tricky, but if you do it well,
it's fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I love cover tunes. People are like, oh man, it's fun covers.
Oh no.
Yeah, I love cover songs.
But if you can give it like a different life,
oh yeah,
do it well, man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we have streamages will be starting soon.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, do I have that? Let me find the real new logo. And of course, dude, I swear to God, I'm not a fan of the way that Facebook has things set up if you have multiple pages.
Yeah.
It's kind of a pain in the arse. But let me find it here. So what else is going on, man?
Give
us an update on the guitar build.
Well, I got it wired up. I'm still, I set it up. I adjusted pickup stuff like that. I'm gonna try. I think a different cap, like a different tone cap. I'm gonna try to darken it up a little bit. It's a little on the bright side for me.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it is a thin line, so I guess I should have expected it to be a little bit, that way. But just tone wise, it's
sound. Okay.
Yeah, sound wise, yeah. It's got that like that telly quacky, like the spank all day long. Like the chicken picking guys love and all that. But
yeah,
I just want to try a couple of different other capacitors and see if I can kind of dial it into. I love the way it plays. Plays great.
Alex, we need the flux capacitor to go 88.3 miles per hour to go back to the future.
Right.
Sorry.
But yeah, I'm just still being a tone geek with it and trying to. I just want to
nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's what's going to set it apart from others.
Yeah. So, but it's good, man. I mean, it feels great, plays great. So,
gotcha. I did find a place that does see-through labels.
Oh, nice.
For you. So, yeah. So when that's ready to be displayed, we have to do a whole thing around it. You know, we'll get you some stickers. We'll get some T-shirt. Find a hottie to pose with the guitar.
Yeah.
But yeah. So coming up, we got another thing coming up, much like Tunage, but it's for stuff that is streaming. Could be movies, could be TV series, could be new, could be old. They could be just coming out. They could have been out for a while. It's just stuff that we like and stuff dudes would like. And you know what? Some of it's music related. And that'll be with me and Rob. And if Rob can't make it, because Jason works too much at this point to be on streamage.
Yeah.
I
don't get in front of the TV enough.
Yeah. But once we start getting rolling here and he's not working crazy hours, then Jason's picks will probably spin off to its own thing, and Jason will have a show to headline here because we're gonna be at by February. By the end of February, we should be at 6 days a week in programming. So Monday will be Operation Archer. where I go over Archer episodes, all 13 seasons. So that'll be 3 to 5 minute on Monday per episode. We're going to do 2, going to drop 2 on Monday. On Tuesday, we'll have streamage, and it'll be 2 for Tuesday streamages. So we'll go over 2 episodes. We're starting with Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone, show I really like. And then after that, we're going to do Wednesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or what the fuck is tunage that we share with you that maybe fell through the cracks. Maybe we didn't hear it before. Maybe we did. Maybe Jason hasn't heard it. Maybe I haven't heard it. Or maybe it's just a great fucking song and you need to hear it. And now, after doing it for a while, there might be themed weeks like this week because we've had a lot of rock and roll death.
Yeah.
So the theme is death and rock and roll. And the 3 that we're going to do next week, those words kind of intertwine and connect one from the next. But, that just happened. I wasn't high. Well, I was high, and then it just happened. But,
just not that high.
Yeah. I don't get,
that high.
I don't get, yeah.
Except that one time at band camp.
Oh, yeah. It was a fluting moment. I learned how to play with my fingers.
Yeah.
No, that one time though, I was pretty.
Oh, the edibles.
Pretty raging there with the edibles.
The incredible edibles that night.
Yeah. So on February 26th, we'll be doing not February 26th, like the 25th will be my birthday show. And Jason's birthday is in March.
The 12th, to be
March
exact.
12th. And then we'll be doing Jason's birthday as well. So maybe on Jason's birthday, I'll take twice as many. And even fun. I'll have Seth like standing by, like trying to
hold you up in the chair. That was one of my favorite shows, man. I was dying looking at you across the airwaves.
My favorite episode is still the Bruce Willis one when you were hammered.
Yeah, I was too. I don't even remember.
I get off work. Sometimes I get off work, and the way that it used to work, I'd rush home. I'd have like 10 minutes to put a title up, boom, send it, and then we'd be on the air. Like, so now I prep shit early now and all this other stuff. And yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah, I think I started drinking like lunchtime or something like that.
just like normal anyone else would do, like normally in the summer, but everyone else doesn't have a show.
Yeah.
So like Jason's like, so that show is my favorite, the Bruce Willis show. And that's what the new commercials are going to be at when you were hammered and we just started. Yeah, just smash the like button. Fuck it. If you think we're Jagoffs, just fucking hit it. Yeah, just like fuck you. All this other stuff.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, it's funny. Oh, one of my friends, I went out to breakfast a while ago, and he's like, "Oh, you ever maybe you should drop like all the swearing and all the." I'm like, "Oh, you mean all the stuff that makes it me?"
Right.
Okay, let me change my whole style of doing things. Even though you haven't read my books, I should change what I'm doing.
Have you met me ever?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be me. And I don't do it for extra, Vito might, but
yeah.
Where Vito went to school, adjectives were fucking, fuck that, fuck this.
Well, we're at the age where you kind of get set in your ways,
Yeah. And Vito might do a half-hour rambling audio-only podcast every week. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's mentioned it, but we'll see. Biff and a couple other people are wanting to do some more stuff, but they don't want to be on camera, so it's hard to get the characters that don't want to be on camera.
I'd like to start writing the screenplay for V versus the Aliens too. I want to push that project. That's my pet project.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I'll tweak it. I'll storyboard it out. We've got the animator. I just, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
But and now things are expanding with the show. Now now that people are actually, watching regularly, which is really cool. Thank you very much for watching.
Absolutely.
And listening, but please remember to like and share and subscribe. And please go over to Spotify or Buzzsprout, or even wherever you find the audio only, wherever you find your favorite
Apple
podcasts.
Podcasts, whatever.
You go there, give us a like there, download it, and because we'd actually like to do this kind of like full time. So, and we're not looking to be millionaires. We don't make a lot of money. We just want to make a living.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that. But and we'd rather do it hanging out with you guys. You know what I mean?
And the content would be better if we could focus on this and not.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you can see, like I've figured out a lot of things in the past like 4 months, so things are more orderly. I still have a hiccup now and then, but the show is looks a lot better than it did a year ago.
Yeah,
we're a lot better, quote unquote broadcasters or podcasters than we were a year ago.
Well,
and we figured that out after we're like, oh, someone canceled, right? We're like, oh fuck,
5 minutes before the show.
Yeah, like literally 5 minminutes before the show, and like when you're starting out, that can fuck you up.
Oh yeah, we were panicked. We were like, what now?
Oh, shit. I'm like, man, dude, let's just act like it's a phone call.
Yeah,
we can do fucking an hour and a half, dude, pulling it right out of our ass, and we did like 2 hours that night.
Yeah,
just blah 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 blah.
So we're like, all right, that works if we need to. So.
And then sometimes you get people on and they're not used to being interviewed, or if you do ask, and this is it's just a learning thing, is all.
Yeah,
it's not a good or bad, it's just an is, and it's funny to me, because it'd be like, oh, so you form this question, and it's like a 25-second question. You're like, oh, what do you say to that? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
like dude, like, and then sometimes like I'll be like, I have to take a raging piss. I'm like, hey Jason, da 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 da. And I'm like getting ready to leave. I'm like, what do you think about that? And he's like, yep. Like, dude, I'm gonna pee my pants. So like, yeah. So now we have these little things that we know if the other person, like if you automatically see, oh, look, there's a full image of the darkness. I'm either lighting a cigarette or taking a pee, and or whatever, But I'm actually looking around for another streaming service that gives us more options visually. Things to do. So I don't know if we're going to stay here or not, but I'm perfectly happy with what we have now. But I'm just I am looking around. But the tunage, dude, I've been getting stoked with the tunage.
Yeah,
because I'm finding all this new stuff, and Alo has been really cool. He's been commenting regularly and
nice
back and forth with me. So I wanted to start doing albums reviews. So I want to do Paolo's, I want to do Anthony Gomes, and I want to do Austin Moe's EP that's coming out. And hopefully
see get one. Maybe we get Paolo on the show or something too,
Yeah, and he's an overseas artist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he does a lot of shit. Like, he plays in Sweden and Germany constantly. Like, he's huge over there.
Okay.
And
maybe we can make it up to our European friends after you pissed them off that night.
What's that?
I said we can make it up to our European friends after you pissed them off that night.
Oh no! They know what I'm talking about.
I'm just teasing.
Okay, dude, I was listening. I wish I should probably. I'm gonna set up a camera next week, and while I'm looking for tunages, because you can hear me. Because I play the first 5-10 seconds or whatever. If it grabs me, okay.
Yeah.
But if you got a long fucking, here we go. Just play the fucking chord. Fuck. Ding 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 ding. Okay, next. I want songs on here that have energy, because there's a lot of great songs that are slow, but visually it's going to be boring for the audience.
Right. Yeah.
But coming up, we will do a week of slow songs, a week of love songs.
Hey, Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day. Now, however, the week before is ultimate breakup songs. The week before Valentine's Day, because usually if he or she is going to break up with you, they're going to do it before they got to gift you on the VD.
The VD.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I just think it's funny, dude. You know how many people like break up like the week of Valentine's Day? That's fun. Oh, dude, I can't. I've never done that. I do it before Christmas.
Ah,
I'm just kidding. No.
that way you get Christmas and Valentine's Day out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, I'm kidding. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, we're gonna do breakup songs, and I already have one for that. That's my favorite breakup song of all time, and I post it every time someone breaks up with me, and I fucking love that song. And my friend Paul showed it to me, of course, my good buddy Paul, who was back in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else is going on, Matt? Seems California's getting hammered with some snow still.
Snow, rain. I mean, it's like way out of character for out there, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
They usually get like 10 days of rain a year or something like that, you know?
Yeah, if that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I was out there, we were lucky to get 3.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's all fucking weird now, man, with the, I don't know, you know, whatever it is. Been pretty decent here, though, lately.
Right.
Yeah, a little coolish, but, you know.
Okay, so Wendy, she commented on Hart's tribute to Led Zeppelin reaction. Great performances. She's 62 years young, and she belted that out. Rock goddesses honoring rock royalty.
Totally.
Wen 3269. She is a new subscriber, so thank you, Wen. King's Queen commented Shredder on Anna Popovic. Also, hey guys, thanks for covering some badass females of rock. New subscriber, Mr. Randy Wagner, Tangerine Kitchen commented, please react also to the cover of Stairway to Heaven by Dimas Senopati. And I probably said that wrong, and I apologize if I did. But I did check it out. Very cool. Jason, you'd actually dig it. Really.
Yeah, check it out.
G. Thomas commented, great reaction. Hart does an amazing job covering Led Zeppelin. I came across an early version of Hart covering rock and roll from the 70s that the Fisher brothers put on their up here on YouTube. The first minute or so of the video shows an eager fan running up to the stage after, and naturally they had to corral him and get him off the stage. It's such an early, amazing cover of they did when they were young. Check it out. Will do. Hart's always done.
Yeah, great stuff. Yeah.
Always. Kevin Keys says John Paul, Robert, Jimmy, and John B. Pillars of rock, and certainly for certain and forever. Okay, then let's see what else we got here. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but yeah, I'm old.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out
someday.
We'll figure it out someday. But yeah, Paula's been checking in, so that's cool. Austin's been checking in. Austin Moe's Pop checked in with me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he just did a 5-part harmony of an Allman Brothers tune, and I'd commented, so he commented back, and I'll be hanging out with those dudes next Sunday.
Nice. You know, I need to get down to the Big House Museum. Like Macon's only about 3.5, 4 hours from me. You know, that's something I need to.
No, what's it Macon, Georgia?
The Big House Museum, the house that the Allman Brothers lived in.
Oh,
yeah, and they've turned it into a museum with all kinds of memorabilia and stuff like that. So,
gotcha.
You go take a tour.
Yeah.
So,
and you know, like people say, like, "Hey, how stressful is your job?" Well, this is me and Jason, fucking 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Oh, look at us.
Yeah, look, we're only in our 30s, and look at
aged and decrepit. 2 words, 1 finger.
Right.
You know, please stand by. We're fucking off. But so this is what Jason wants to get written.
Oh yeah, I can see
and
it.
It is quite funny.
I could see it in the. Well, I would say in the theaters, but it'd have to be an adult theater, probably. You know what I mean?
HBO would probably pick it up.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, dude, it's so funny. Yeah, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going. Our reactions are as follows. On Wednesday, we will have Rock and Roll Deserves to Die reaction by The Darkness, followed the next day by Sophie Lloyd featuring Nathan James, Do or Die reaction. And you know, a lot of people are like, hey, you're playing, you know, rocker chicks, you know, bands with rocker chicks. No, I'm playing good fucking music. I don't give a shit who's fronting it.
Yeah.
That has no difference to me. But rock on if you are. But last week we did specifically
Yes.
play all female bands minus Jeff Beck in honor of Sacramento Maidens of Metal, which we should have those guys on,
Yeah.
or those ladies on, at least a couple of them, or Wendy, or however it happens. And we're going to wrap up when I said that's the Maidens of Metal right there. And next Friday, we're going to wrap it up with this band is fucking amazing. All I can say, and I can't wait for Jason to hear it. And it's Girish and the Chronicles. Rock and roll is here to stay. Reaction. They're from India, and
Wow.
they're showing young kids here how it's done. But
Can't wait to check it
yeah,
out.
look forward to that. And hopefully, me and Rob will be able to record streamage this week.
Yeah.
And get all those done for the next 5 weeks. And then move on to sure. Because all the artwork's done for streamage, but yeah, I'm getting the hang of the Photoshop again.
Yeah, cool.
It's been a while. Now it doesn't take me as long, but
yeah.
I'm digging it. At least they all look kind of related.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a common theme.
Yeah, misspelling.
Yeah, I've noticed once in a while. And
Dude, I'll make something, I'll post it, and I'll go, fuck. I'm dyslexic, man. What the hell? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it happens.
Most of the programs have the shit, but sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really stoked about the streamage logo. I'm kind of digging that.
Yeah.
But so everyone, like Jason said, go out and pick up Robin McCauley's Alive.
Yep, February 13th, I believe, is the release date.
Yeah, I'm sure you could probably pre-order it now.
Mm-hmm.
But what a talent that guy is, man.
Yeah,
for sure. And
check out Brian Wheat's book if you're a Tesla fan. I mean, it's it's a good read. Here, how the boys
we'd like
came up through the ranks and all that.
For sure, we'd like to get Tesla on here.
Hey, real quick too. The one thing that made me crack up, and this is like textbook Nikki Sixx, man. He said like they were talking about when Tesla was first breaking, and you remember Mechanical Resonance. It was a big record,
Great record.
Yeah. Oh yeah, killer. And I guess in some interview, somebody had asked Nikki Sixx what he thought about the band Tesla, and he said, "Tesla." He said, "Aren't those guys tomato farmers from Sacramento?"
Nice. No, they're from Texarkana, you fuck.
But tomato farmers. I was like, oh man.
Okay, Frank. I mean Nikki. Yeah. It's funny. I watched like these Johnny Five videos come up. Like Nikki Sixx's dad was a motherfucker, and his mom was a drug addict, whatever. Crazy, insane, whatever. I'm not just saying this. This is what we've heard.
His book, yeah.
Over the past 300 years. I'm looking at John 5. Then I look at Nikki. And then I look back to John 5. 5, 6. Dude, they look like they're fucking brothers.
Really?
Seriously. Look at them side by side. They look like they're fucking related.
Huh.
Of course, that's probably total bullshit.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, they should like play on that or something because they do actually look like they're related. But and they're friends. But yeah. Jason, you look like Dr. Phil there for a second.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah, a Dr. Phil look. I believe it was a look of concern. A look of concern. Vince, you're a little wasted.
But, like, where's he going with this?
Yeah, I'm only like halfway through the fucking. Normally on the
show,
behaving
yourself tonight.
You killed this during the show.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're in second gear tonight.
Yeah, that's what happens. But now that we don't do 3-hour shows anymore, we do one. Usually we do an hour or 45. We're at 110, but I think we're gonna start having. I think we got to get Wendy on, and then hey, we'll have the people who watch the show on the show because that's what
If
makes
they
the
want to
show.
come on, why not? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. When, if you want to come on, hit us up. And of course, we're going to ask you. And separately, if the Sacramento Maidens of Metal want to come on, please do. And if you're a band, why don't you
Drop
take
us
your
a-
phone, put it like this, and record yourself saying, "Hey, this is insert band name here. You're watching CreatiVity Talkin. Horns up." So if you do that, that would be great. We'll put it in our episodes. Anyway, Jason, you got anything else to say, brother?
No, just good to be. Just happy to be here.
Just happy to be here. And remember, gentlemen, if they tell you to suck it up, you don't have to. Don't listen to them. Give them the bird. Pick up the phone.
Tell them to suck it.
Yeah, tell them to fuck off. Pick up the phone. You can even text 988 and someone will text back to you. That's the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. The Suicide Prevention Lifeline is at 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. Or you can go to the website at suicidepreventionlifeline.org. It's important to talk to people. If it's your friend, your buddy, your coworker, your priest, your hooker, whatever, your producer,
just
talk to somebody.
and you will feel better. You don't think you will, but it does help.
Today's not tomorrow.
Yeah, you can pull out of it. You don't think you can, but you can.
Right.
Yeah,
absolutely. So with that, my brother, love you, man.
Love you, man.
And we will see you guys next week, maybe with a guest. I think we'll have a guest. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to be drinking next week because I got to go to that thing early in the morning.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Got to drive out to the country.
Where are you going? Kankakee?
Kankakee. Well, it's right by Kankakee.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like 90-minute ride.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, you can do some TikTokers while you're heading down the road,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll dance. Maybe Jewel tell me how hilarious I am again. That was funny. Like, I ain't just going to do this for shits and giggles. And Jules like, dude, you're fucking hilarious.
You're like, what?
Man, I've had the biggest crunch on you since 1991 or whatever it was. I didn't say that.
You were thinking,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, her TikToks are hilarious because she starts out like,
she's
what
on
kind of bullshit we got going on here? That's how she starts every TikTok.
Oh, I didn't know she was on there. I'll have to check her
dude,
out.
she's hilarious. Yeah. She's a
She's
country girl.
great, Oh, she's great. I read her book too, man. It's fantastic.
Yeah. She's got a hell of a story. And,
yeah.
She seems like a solid human being.
Yep.
But speaking of solids, time to dump off this show. No. Thank you everyone again for watching. We really appreciate it. And we got to get a couple commercials in here.
This is Biff Strange, your friendly neighborhood engineer, and I'm here to announce CreatiVity Talkin's merchandise page. Fancy! Check out the designs we got up online there. We've got beanies, t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, and more. Just go to creativity-talkin.myspreadshop.com. Now that's what I call creativity talking.
Okay, I got a perfect idea for a scene for V Meets the Aliens. They're on their way to Earth, and on their monitor, the only representation they have of the planet is our podcast.
The Book of Vito Bupkis.
Hey everybody, it's your pal Vito. In this book, I talk about subjects people seem to get their panties in a wad over. I mean, who would have thunk? Gay fucking marriage, common fucking sense, garage fucking sales. But hey, what do I know? Guaranteed to offend, and it's available now at vincentcustosh.com. And, you can get it there.
The Book of Vito Bupkis.
So order yours today, or else.
And we'll have like the most hammered, 10-second clips.
Right.
Oh my God. Funny. All right, man. Love you, brother.
Love you, man.
And all you talkers next Saturday. And remember, what the fuck with tunage Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and live shows on Saturdays. Have a good one, everyone. And Remember, horns up.